Seasoned sisters, they haven't yet murdered their mom.
Hello and welcome to Seasoning Sisters.
Don't say your real name.
Who am I this week? Basil? Was I Basil last week?
I don't know. Just pick a spice.
Basil.
I'm gonna be chili. Like
Chili
powder.
is not a spice.
Chili powder's a spice.
Oh, I thought you meant like beans and ground
no,
meat.
like chili. Call me chili pea.
Oh my god! All right, so basil and chili pea today.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense because you're real calm and I'm spicy. See, it works out.
You can't even handle basic spices anymore.
I handle spices.
No.
Just not flaming hot Cheetos because they're a little too spicy.
They're not though.
But
like, what's the hottest thing you eat?
That D? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Gross.
I'm kidding.
We like my notes in this episode, by the way, say gross a lot.
Gross. There's a lot of gross stuff. Yeah. Just welcome to the show. There is a lot of TMI in this episode. There's
lots of TMI.
I don't need to know that. I didn't
want to know that. Nope. No thanks.
Nope.
But what is the spiciest thing you eat?
I'm really trying. I love puerco con chile verde. That's pretty spicy, depending on where you get it. So.
Okay.
Depending on where you get it. And I can eat salsa.
Can you eat bulldog samyang ramen?
No, I can't.
Oh. Okay. What about the carbonara one?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't like that flavor. I don't know why.
You don't like it?
No, the carbonara is too creamy. Right. I don't like it. I
like it. There's also one that I found once. It's like corn flavored and it's really good.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. See, I could probably do that. I wish sometimes I want to just make the bulldog noodles and put regular ramen in them.
That is
regular
illegal.
Ramen flavor. It's not illegal.
Illegal.
It's not illegal.
Their noodles are really good though.
It's not a tuma. It's not. Sorry, that's just how I felt like I sounded.
Kindergarten
like that.
Cop. Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop. Great movie.
Great movie. All right, are you ready to talk about? We have some mullet time.
We do have some mullet time, and just a reminder, people don't use your real names because this is an alleged.
Use your real
names. So I'm gonna try not to use real names because she do be doing some murder.
She did do a murder.
She did a murder. And it's not like, when you watch other shows, like I watch people get pulled over and get interviewed and they're like, this person is presumed innocent. And it's like, okay, well, she confessed. But it's before the trial.
She pled guilty to it. So
this girl did it. So I'm going to make up names.
I saw this one that was like, what did it say? It was just a girl who was getting a DUI, obviously. And the cops were making her do his field sobriety, but she had no front tire when they pulled her over. And so she was sitting there and they were like, you know that you have no front tire, right? And then she was like, oh my God, she should never be doing that. And then they proceeded to have an hour-long DUI investigation. And the one of the comments that popped me was it said, if you ever feel like you're wasting your time, just remember that they made her do a field sobriety test. That's clearly drunk. Wasted.
What is that? There's a guy, I can't remember his name. It's hilarious. But he got on, it's not funny. Drunk driving is not funny, but his DUI is hilarious. But he got on the highway going the wrong way and almost hit Kamala Harris's motorcade.
Oh my gosh.
He was going the wrong way past all her Secret Service, her car and everything. And they finally got him. And when the cops turned around and got him pulled over, and he's so drunk that, that thing in the middle of the highway, because, luckily they had the highway closed off because, it's a big deal. But
is it when she was vice president? I'm guessing.
It's either when she was vice president or when she was running. But he is
my God,
posted up on that guardrail thing, leaning against it. He's so drunk. And then the Social Security, or not Social Security, what are those people called? The Secret
Service.
That's it. Are like, well, why why were you driving the wrong way? And he's like, because I'm drunk. And he was like, what'd you say? And he's like, drunk. They were like,
Oh my
okay.
God. Okay. All right.
But they did a field sobriety on him too. And it's like, what is happening?
I always get
What's
I
happening?
mean, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how people get on the wrong way. Sometimes it's like, yeah,
That
you
seems
just
like
took
an
a wrong
extreme
turn.
turn.
But then, yeah, and then other times it's like, did you not notice?
Yeah, because how do
didn't-
you get off? Like, I feel like even if you did accidentally, it feels like it wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I've never drunk drove. I feel
No.
like it wouldn't take more than one exit for me to be, well, this is clearly wrong because
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know how to
because if
get to
you-
that.
If you got on the wrong way, then all the signs aren't facing you, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, everyone would be on the wrong side. Like the opposite side of the road is on the wrong side of you.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So-
all your exits are extreme left turns. Where it's like,
Yeah.
man, I gotta have to back up to get this at 65
Yeah.
miles an hour, which doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's scary. It's scary.
It's a
but
lot.
I'm tired this morning. It's already almost 9 though.
I thought you were basil.
Don't
this
do your
morning.
fucking joke. I hate that joke. I've told you I hate that joke. Don't do your joke. Stop it. I've told you I hate that stupid joke.
You love that joke.
If you guys can't tell, we're actual sisters. Don't say that fucking joke again. I hate it.
Have you watched any good movies recently? I gotta recommend. So
if you say, are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
yeah, and
if
I'm not
it's
going.
that, I'm no podcast this week. I can't handle her. I'm hanging up because if she
I'll wait till we
says
do
Lee
Pounders and I'll do it.
Cronin's the mummy to me today, I'm going to drive the hour to go to her house and punch her in the vagina. I'm not
the
dealing
vagina.
with this. In the vagina. I'm not dealing with this.
You
today.
said
Stop
now
bullying
Kyle
me.
says that to you, so it's kind of funny.
Because it bothers me so bad.
That's the name of the movie.
I don't know
though.
why we're saying its full government name.
Because if I
don't
just say the
understand.
mummy, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, Brendan Fraser's awesome," and it's like
He's where it's
no.
at, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, Brendan Fraser's where it's at.
Yeah, but that's not the movie I want you to watch. So
It feels
Anyway.
like so odd. Lee Cronin's the mummy. I hate it. I'm sure it's a great movie. I don't
okay.
like
It's
the
pretty
full
good.
government name. If it's pretty good, it's okay. Then never talk to me about it again.
Well, because we watched it the first of the year, when you're still ranking your movies by how they are, and it was pretty high up. But I've
'Cause it
seen
was the
movies
first
since
one.
then that's kind of like
Oh,
Obsession,
Obsession.
and stuff like
Oh
that.
my
That's
God.
like knocked it down. Still a great
Yeah.
movie. I just don't get into the torture porn anymore, like I used
Okay.
to. Like I
Right.
used to love like Saw and stuff like that. Like I love stuff like and the Evil Dead. The older I get, the more I'm like, I really want to be scared. I don't want to be grossed out. Like
Did
I
you
want to.
see Together?
No, but you said that was pretty good.
I liked it a lot. The body horror thing doesn't like gross me out though. So I was fine with it, but it might be too much for you.
I'm okay with body horror. I don't know. The older I get, the more I like Obsession and watched one the other day about it. Literally was two guys in a room talking, and one was the devil, and it was so good. It was just psychological. I don't know. I like a lot of religious horror movies. That's
I
my
like
jam.
religious horror movies as well.
Yeah,
I think it's just the way
Hello,
we were
Nintendo.
raised. Don't talk
I
to
love-
her. Did you
Whoops.
set up your new mic?
no,
Okay. Well,
I just got new internet.
okay. That you're right. That has everything to do with it.
Don't step between there. It makes your aunt mad.
It does make your aunt mad. There she goes. And then we already did it. We already did it.
Well, right now
Okay.
we're just standing between it, so it's fine. She's
You
so
need to put-
pretty.
You need to put now we're just like talking to each other. You need to stop. Go and do mullet time. That's your job.
Okay. Mullet time. Okay. I'm going to use fake code names. So,
Okay.
I'm not good at making up names. We're going to say Ellis.
Well,
Hint,
we
hint,
call her
wink, wink.
Winter, so
Oh, Winter. That's better. Well, I didn't know. I don't want people
well
to find her.
give her a spice name.
Oh, yeah. We should do everybody's spices. I don't know an E spice.
Eggplant.
That's all I was
That's
thinking is
not
too.
spice.
Eggplant. It's not a spice.
Just food related.
Okay. Anyway, it said from the moment Gypsy got in the car, Ryan became disgusting. All caps, agreed. He wouldn't leave her alone or give her any space whatsoever. Even at the hotel, just let her breathe, dude. Stop sweating all over her, Ryan.
The stop
Amen.
sweating all over her.
Hey, is this thing? I don't have any bumpies on my thingy.
You have bumpies on your thingy on my end.
Oh, okay. I don't have bumpies on my thingy on my end.
Okay.
Anyway.
She's talking about the wave like things while we're recording. So
Yeah.
For this is
They
yeah.
know. They
Anyway.
know what I'm talking about. I'm so clear. I'm crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Crystal
yeah,
clear.
You're good on my side. You're fine.
Okay. Okay. So yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I
no, he's
agree. Winter.
disgusting.
Eggplant. I agree. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I don't know why he was all over her and wouldn't stop.
I just don't like how high his hand was. Like it was literally touching her labia.
He was just,
I didn't
I
like
don't know
it.
why he didn't take the hint. Like, it'd be one thing if she got in the car and was like, oh my God, give me your hand. Like, I want to be cuddly. I want to be close.
Yes. It would be one thing if she got in the car and she was like, I cannot wait till we get to the Holiday Inn, or where did they say, Marriott?
Yeah.
I need to rub your nobicles right now. You know, like, but she was
Ew.
clearly just like, oh my God, I'm outside.
I'm
Like,
outside in a car.
I'm in a
I'm
car.
so excited.
This is so exciting. And he's just like, I don't know. And then for me, there's a place where hot and sexy makes sense, but that's
Yeah.
all he was saying. He wasn't telling her she was beautiful. And so I feel like it's cheap. Does that make sense? Like, it's just, I don't
Made
know.
her feel like a hooker, less like his wife.
Right. Like, I mean, like, there's a place for hot and sexy, but also, like, this is our first night together. I really would prefer to be called, me personally, I prefer to be called beautiful, gorgeous, those things than
You're
hot
so
and
beautiful.
sexy. I know. It's crazy.
But I
crazy.
thought you were basil. Anyway, Juniper. I'm just kidding. Please don't hang up on me.
I'm gonna hit you in the fucking face.
Okay, so Juniper, quote unquote, says, I'm a Gypsy Rose stan, but I'm here for your snark. I listened to her audiobook memoir a few months ago and learned a ton about her life and the extent of the unnecessary medical procedures, which I haven't read the book.
I haven't either. I didn't know there was one.
I'm not gonna lie, I might put that on my phone if it's on Spotify. Let me know, because I could finish that in a day at work probably, or at least two. And actually, I could be up to everything. As one of them was removing her salivary glands, which I did know that was something she had. She did try to escape more than once, and eventually her mom was physically restraining her. I know she said that her mom was like handcuffing her to her bed and everything.
My
Like, it
gosh.
got serious. Like, it got serious. Murder is not okay. She should have kept trying, but I am a fan. Which, you know, girl, more power. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I think you should, you know, she went through some stuff. She really did. I also like watching toxic reality show people. So there's that. I am here for women's right and wrongs.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
With all that. I want to read the book though now. I'm
I
curious.
know, I do too. I just don't like her. She drives me crazy. Yeah, she drives me crazy.
She hasn't annoyed me yet. So
it's the voice. It reminds me of an ex-coworker. It just drives me crazy.
Well, I feel like it's a trauma response. You know, like it makes
Probably.
sense. It's like Tammy uses that kind of like sickly sweet voice as well.
And also don't like her. So maybe that's just it. It just triggers something in me, that little girl voice, and I'm just like, no, thank you. No.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I think so.
It's just something to me.
I don't
And then
know.
Our brother, Stupid Face, said,
stupid.
said, are you insane? Dial of Destiny is your top 3.
It
Exclamation
is.
point,
I like
exclamation point, exclamation point. Which
I like it.
I don't know which one of the original trilogies you're kicking out.
Temple of Doom.
No, that's
Temple
wrong.
Temple of Doom used to be my favorite Indiana Jones movie.
That is a wrong statement.
I know. It used to be my number one. And then Kyle had never seen them. And it was right before Dial of Destiny came out. So I made Kyle watch, well, not the 4th one, because fuck that one. But
yeah,
I made him watch the original trilogy. And Temple of Doom's not that good. I like it. I love Short Round, obviously. But it's not the best one. So I would probably do Raiders, Last Crusade, Dial, and then Temple.
See, no, I disagree wholeheartedly with this. Temple is still my favorite. And I have watched it recently also. And I can put it on my list and watch it again just to make sure. But I love that movie. It's so stupid.
It
It's
is
so camp.
that's the problem. It is stupid.
But I mean,
It
I think it
doesn't
also
makes sense.
Do you remember a couple years ago when Mom and Dad started liking movies that we were like, that movie's so dumb, why do you like that? I think that must be an age thing because
Maybe.
I watched The Marvels. It was on my
Mhm.
list to
I haven't
watch.
seen that one yet. Yeah.
I kind of enjoy it. I mean, it's just stupid, campy fun. I know everyone was like, "Oh, the power switching is stupid," but because I watched a lot of, I guess, people talk about it online, so I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be really dumb." I I enjoyed it. Like I was like, "This is not a complete waste of time." I've watched worse movies than this, so
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
I
it was
mean,
kind
I
of
just
fun.
had to watch Kyle had to watch Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li for one of his other podcasts, Cannonball.
Yeah,
And I liked it. And then they shat on it the whole time. And I was like, I mean, I had fun.
yeah,
I had a great time. Was it ridiculous? Yes. Did it make me laugh a lot? Yes. But and was it intentionally making me laugh? No. It wasn't
yeah.
trying to. But I thought it was fun.
See, that's
Great
my thing.
movie.
Like, I like bad movies, but you're wrong. Temple of Doom is still the best, but it's okay. I think I'm the only one who thinks that now in our family. Now that you're out,
Yeah, now
so
that I'm out, you're alone.
yeah, I'm alone. I'm alone. So anyway, I gotta think of a spice now because this is killing me. It's killing me,
Saffron.
Smalls. Saffron. Ooh, that's a pretty name. Okay. Saffron said, I watched this episode a few nights ago just to know what's going on when I listen to the pod. Something just fell apart in my
Whatever
house.
it wasn't your car. It was
Nope.
Summer's
It was
house. I mean,
I
a chili powder.
Chili Powder's house. I think that was in the kitchen too. So whatever it was extreme fall.
It just sounded like
Anyway,
they knocked off like a spice or I don't know. Do you have sprinkles on your counter or a cassette tape?
I don't know. A cassette tape? No, I have CDs.
It sounded like a cassette tape falling.
It did
is
sound
what
kind of
it
like a
sounded
cassette type.
Yeah,
I don't see anyone running out of the room, so everyone should be fine.
everyone's fine.
So she watched it just so she knows what's going on when I listen to the pod. 13-year-old, why are you watching this again? Because I never have, and I need context to hear about it. I don't give a fuck what Ryan's love language is. I'm also grossed out by him being like that. She's been in prison, so it's probably used to just doing what. Oh, hold on, I'm moving around. What she is told and having having no body autonomy. You know, it's like, yeah, I think he needs to back off.
He needs to back
For
off.
sure.
But in this episode, she was fine with it. So, but I'm fine if she's into it. It's just when she's not into it, she did not seem like she was into it at all last week.
But I also
At
felt like
all.
this episode he wasn't as over.
No,
all
he
over
wasn't.
her. It's like
No,
once he
'cause
had it, he's like, and I'm done. Thank you.
Or because now she's finally like, okay, well, back. Because like there was a moment in this that I loved where she was like, you're hovering. And then he acted like all puss in boots about it. But I liked that she was advocating for her space.
Which I think
She was like,
she's 100%
get away
allowed
from
to
me.
do. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
I need you to leave.
She didn't even
But
say it.
also-
She was literally like, you're hovering. Like,
I don't know
move.
what the hell she was doing on her phone, but she wasn't looking for a dog like he was, which also seemed shady. It's like, what is she doing?
I honestly, I don't give a shit. I'm excited. I'm here for the drama and I don't like him. So if she needs to cheat on him to get out, go for it, girl.
She's
I get
gonna.
it.
It's coming.
I'm excited about it.
I don't like
I'm
Ken
excited to meet
either,
Ken.
though. I hate
I'm
Ken.
excited. I think that she's gonna, I mean, eventually all of these relationships will be over, obviously.
Obviously. So yeah, so those are our things. So I'm glad
Yeah.
we're all caught up now so we can watch episode 2, which season 1, episode 2, Independence is Scary. Gypsy works to resolve issues with her parole officer, which was 2 seconds.
Literally
if
2 seconds.
If
It
that.
literally says when we pick up, it's been 11 hours since her release from prison, which is a whirlwind of 11 hours. Like,
Yeah.
so it's barely noon the next day after she got out of prison, and she's already stressed out, been followed, had to buy new shoes, and Ryan won't stop touching her. which
Been
is
molested
disgusting.
by Ryan multiple times.
Yeah.
Things are happening. Things are happening.
And then she's crying, and I understand her level. I don't know. I have, anxiety and all those things, all the fun things. And then she's like stressed out about getting sent back to prison, which makes sense. I feel like, because it seems like she's in trouble and she doesn't know why, basically.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah. It seems like there's not a lot of clear communication happening.
No, because she's confused because Louisiana's telling her one thing and then Missouri's telling her the other thing. So it's just like, I don't I don't know who I'm supposed to listen to. So I get
Yeah.
it. And then her lawyer guy, I forgot his name, Matt, maybe. He's like trying to
Mike? I
explain
think
to
it's
her,
Mike.
Mike, yeah. He's explained to her, like, well, you haven't actually violated. So don't
Yeah, they
worry about
can't
it.
send you
Like,
back.
we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. And then Gypsy's like sitting there being like, if they give me a directive, I will follow it. I'm just trying to figure out like what to do,
Yeah.
you know?
Which I kind of disagree with, because I feel like if Missouri is telling you you need to get the hell out of this state, then why would you be like, okay, we're stopping, we're peeing, and we're gonna drive? Like,
That is what she said though. That's what she said until she walked in and told her family and Mike what was going on, and then they got involved. Because her and Ryan, when they got to the house, said, well, we shouldn't even grab our stuff because we're leaving again.
yeah.
So that was their intention, was just to pee and leave.
Which
Like say
I have a
hello
theory,
and then move on.
because I think this might be fake, but I'm
Okay.
gonna wait and see what you think. But you go ahead. You go ahead.
I don't know if
'Cause-
it's fake or not. I didn't get fake vibes.
Well,
but what do
I did,
know?
just because her family literally has flights booked the next day and leave.
That is true.
Why would they be leaving the next day if the plan was for them to stay over the weekend?
Yeah, were they not going to the Chiefs game too?
Yeah, to me that just seems very odd. It's like, you don't change a flight, nor do you book a flight last minute. That's super hella expensive. So why the next morning, when they're like, okay, we will be out of Missouri, we are planning on leaving, where are they at, St. Louis or wherever, Springfield, I don't remember where they said they were, but we are going to be leaving by noon. And her dad's like, well, we have flights at 12:30, so we've got to leave early. It's like, then this is fake. This is fake news.
Or they weren't ever going to go to the game. I don't know, because maybe it was more like, it would kind of make sense for it to be like, okay, well, Gypsy and Ryan are going to the Chiefs game and they're going to stay at this house in Kansas City so that they can have
Kansas
like a
City.
honeymoon, because they haven't had one.
Yeah, but who wants to stay at a house versus a hotel?
People, a lot
Weird.
of people like Airbnbs over the houses. So,
I don't
or like
get-
houses over hotels, like for more space. Like we don't stay at
Yeah.
a hotel when we go to the beach. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know. I felt like this is kind of it. The timing of this is weird, and somebody let me know if I like missed something on rewatching it. But the fact that her family's like, well, we have flights at 12:30. It's like, okay, so y'all weren't spending time with them anyway. Like,
I think
y'all
it makes
got
sense for like, because
less than
Gypsy
6
says that they
hours.
were fucking the whole time. So
which is
maybe they were
gross.
like, maybe that's why Rod changed the flights. Maybe he
He's
was
like, I cannot hear.
I don't want to be here another night with them.
Which,
Can't
I mean,
do it.
I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that Gypsy is exploring her sexuality and apparently enjoying her husband, but
Yeah,
also
Yeah.
gross. Also gross.
it is gross. Yeah, because basically they get a call from the PO again, and this is not the PO anymore. It's his supervisor calling.
Mhm.
And she basically tells him like, you need to leave Missouri. And then Mike tells her like, say noon, like say, basically Gypsy's like, we have only slept 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave tomorrow. And then she's like, what time tomorrow? And then Mike makes sure that she tells her noon, not, anytime earlier than that. So they have until noon the next day to leave. And the chick's like, just so you know, Missouri has the final say. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you have 2 parole officers, but Missouri has the final say, which I guess makes sense because though she lives in Louisiana, she's paroled from a prison in Missouri.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they trump anything Louisiana says.
Because I'm assuming, I know Gypsy's not going to do anything to violate her parole right now, but that would also have to be that way if you release somebody who was planning on violating their parole. You know what I mean? Like if Gypsy was somebody else, it would be like, if you commit a crime in this state, we are the ones who are going to take you back in. I know you can't check in until Sunday, but we are your parole officers until then. Until you are in her office saying hi to her face, I'm the one in control. So I need you out of my state. Like, just get the hell out, because then it's not my problem. So
yeah, I
get
also
it.
think that they're concerned more about like a media storm.
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
that
And they're
away
probably
from
getting
us.
phone
Yeah.
calls and all that. Yeah. So they're like, go.
Well, clearly they are, because TMZ finds out everything for some reason, and I don't know why. But because who's telling TMZ?
I don't know.
because
People be selling
when-
stuff to TMZ all the time.
Yeah, I know, but like who in like their circle seemed very small for TMZ to know so much.
Yeah.
because like basically they all seem very happy that she has 24 hours that they get to hang out with each other before they all go back to Louisiana.
Yeah.
So it's like the next morning basically, and Gypsy Rose tells her sister and Christy, we consummated our marriage. Ew.
Gross.
Ew. No one needs to
Just
know
just
that.
gross. Like I don't understand why that's a I mean, don't get me wrong. And also Chrissy's reaction is weird to me. Like
Christy's
high
reaction
fives and
is like,
like
oh, thank God. It's
yeah.
like,
Oh, thank
what?
God you got some
Why?
D. Like, I don't understand any of that. And I'm a pretty open person. Like, I don't have a lot of boundaries, any boundaries. But that's weird, right? Like, that seems
I
weird. And
mean,
then
like, how
Mia's like,
else are you supposed to react? I guess.
yeah.
For me, I would be like, that's gross. That's
Well, and
gross.
then poor
Thank
Mia
you.
is just sitting there because to me, Mia is the funniest person in that situation. Because Gypsy and her mom are literally like sorority girls, like, ha ha ha. Yeah, I got some. And Mia's like, I don't want to know any of this.
I don't
Like,
want to
this,
know any of that. Like, we just assume that you did. We're
yeah.
not doing. It's gross. I don't need to know. I don't know. It's like, I always think it's funny when people get pregnant because. I mean, I've never been pregnant, obviously, but then people know that you're letting someone blow loads in you.
That's
Isn't that
why
gross?
this is why I don't like weddings. Just because I have in the back of my head, it's like at a wedding, everybody knows that you're gonna have sex that night, and at
You
some
might not
point,
have sex that night. Well, a lot of people nowadays are already living together and stuff,
that's
so
true. But I
they've
just
already
feel
been
like
doing it.
it's awkward, and it just freaks me out. I'm always just like, you know what? Everybody in this room is gonna think at one point today that you're gonna get plowed tonight. Awkward,
Yeah, that's why I think
just
like
awkward.
well, I don't like the whole concept of virginity or anything like that. But anyway, but I think that like virgin weddings, like super religious weddings, tend to be the most awkward and the most overt about like y'all are gonna fuck, and it's just like that's disgusting. Why are we always talking about this? I think it's
I
just
feel
more
like
comfortable when you know that they've already done it.
I
Like it's
think,
already over.
but I think that's part of the problem with Gypsy is because she's acting like a high school kid who had sex. Like, oh my god, and we had sex. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, I don't know
welcome to
why
adulthood.
she.
Like, it's like she's so immature that she thinks that stuff, which I get that she hasn't really lived a life,
She
but it's
hasn't lived
like,
a life, nor has she had like a mother relationship that she wanted. So
yeah,
maybe she's just feeling out like
how far does
what,
this relationship
yeah,
go?
like how much do you share with a mom? Those sorts of
Yeah,
things. I
which
wouldn't
I
share
mean,
this with my mom. So
no, I mean, I can understand if you had questions. That's why I like the scene coming up where Mia pulls her aside and is like, "What's your birth control?"
yeah, because Mia is basically, yeah, Mia pulls her aside immediately and is like, what is your birth control? And then clearly, this is what I got is that Gypsy's not preventing any. She says that they're on condoms, but then she's immediately like, well, I don't want kids right now, but if it happened, I wouldn't be sad, but I'm not going to try. And I'm like, okay, so you're just full on cream
Yeah,
pied. Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
Because that's what you say when you don't want to tell people that you're trying. Like
yeah, exactly.
that's what you say. So no, I don't think there's any prevention. She's just like, well, I'm not going to tell you that though, because you clearly are already judging me for it. So,
No,
and I think
because
that's valid.
she clearly wants a kid. I don't know why you wouldn't just be like, "Oh, well, we're trying." Like
Well,
that's
but
my
she's in her
goal.
mid 30s already, right?
Yeah,
When
I
she got
mean,
out of prison. So it's
the
not like
problem
she has an abundance of time fertility
true.
wise to keep trying. It's like
I
kind of like Amy's situation.
I just feel like my problem with her clearly trying to get pregnant with Ryan, and there'll be some episodes coming up where stuff happens, but she's obviously, like you said, like, well, I'm not preventing it. Basically, it's like, okay, so you you're happy, but you're kind of preventing because you're on condoms when you think about them. So it seemed like
Right.
it's like, so
Yeah.
babies do not make marriage easier. They don't, and I know neither one of
No.
us have had kids, but that does adding more stress to a stressful situation doesn't make the situation easier. So
No. No.
I'm not a fan of that whole, well, we'll get married, we'll get pregnant, we'll get 4
Well, I
dogs, 2
think that
cats, and a house. It's like, that seems like way too much. Can we?
in Gypsy's defense, she does have a lack of life experiences at this point.
Yeah.
She also has lost a lot of her life because not only was she abused by her mother her entire childhood, but then she spent 8.5 years in prison. She's in her mid 30s. I'm sure she's ready for the family, like I get it. I'm not going to fault her for wanting to have a child and have her own family that she can maybe, like, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to want, like, my mom was terrible, and so now I want to be, I want that relationship. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
I think I could do it. So, and I'm
I
married now, so it makes sense.
I
Let's
think
go.
Gypsy would have been better. I mean, and I don't think she should have married Ryan to begin with, by the way. Just FYI,
No,
so
she
everyone
shouldn't
knows.
have.
I think she should have gone home with her family, and I think she should have waited. It's kind of like, is it 28 days later? What? No, 28 weeks. What's the Sandra Bullock movie?
28 days.
28 days. That's it. Great
Yeah.
movie. But Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi has a thing that if before you get in a relationship, you get a plant, and then a year
Yep.
after that, you get a dog, and then a year
Yep.
after that, if both the plant and the dog are alive, then start looking for a relationship.
Then you can have a relationship. Yeah, that's a great movie.
And it's a
Really good
great movie because he's talking about addiction, and I know that Gypsy's not addicted, but even for her own from her own history that she said, she apparently got in jail and started dating from everything
Yeah.
that she says. So I think girl needs some time alone. I think you
100%.
can.
I 100% agree
Yeah.
with you.
I think you
She
can come
needed
into a
to
relationship
figure out
healthier.
she needed to figure out who Gypsy was before
Yes.
jumping into a relationship, but she didn't do that. So
Nope. So now here we are.
I guess I'm not surprised if she's going to try to have a baby. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Yeah,
shocked by that at all.
But this is once again, which I know it's her body and her choice and all that. And I'm not saying it's not, but if she would have married, I think somebody with her best interest in heart, maybe that person. But look, I'm not going anywhere, and we can have a baby later. But let's at least have a year, 6 months, the two of us together before we make that decision. So you can figure out who you are.
Ryan seems like he's fine trapping her, and I'm using air quotes, but like trapping her into this relationship.
But I
like,
also think that she's, yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you 100%. I think Ryan's like, yeah, let's have a baby because then we'll always be together. But Gypsy has even said when she was dating Nick, one of the plans that they could be together is, well, I'll get pregnant so that way you have to be with me. So this is kind, yeah. So this is kind of, I feel like, part of her MO also, to be like, if I get pregnant, you can't leave. It's like, okay, but that's not true. Like, welcome to reality. You can get pregnant and still leave. You're just FYI. So yeah, I don't know. I just wish that she would have listened to her sister more, because I think Mia was so far out of this entire season. Mia and her dad seem to be the only one that genuinely give Gypsy advice for Gypsy as opposed to themselves. Does that make sense at all?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
I get it.
Like very like, I'm just here to help you. It doesn't bother me at all if you want to get pregnant, but I don't think you should. I think it's a bad idea. Because Mia even said, she's like, that's a terrible idea. Why would you have a baby right now? Like,
it
you're
is,
on
they
parole.
haven't even spent 24 hours together, her and her husband.
Oh
so
my God.
But then she says something about, like, she's like, I know in my heart my marriage is stable. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but
sure, you think it's
later.
stable. You literally are in the honeymoon phase. You're not.
Yeah.
You haven't even been in the same room together for 24 hours. So
yeah.
All right. Okay. And then basically Mia says, like, well, you should probably go see if you can even have kids to begin with because of all the procedures and stuff. But then Mia says something about, like, she's hopeful but also worried about Gypsy because Gypsy has no life experience. So Gypsy will need, like, help figuring stuff out, which makes sense. And then we get, like, a bunch of shots of them celebrating Christmas. And then one thing that did make me laugh, if you guys watch the episode, Gypsy's talking about, like, the color palette of prison just being white and gray, and then saying that she's just been missing out on so much color. But while she's saying that, we are only looking at stark white and fucking beige and, like, the lightest blue you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
No colors to speak of in any of the shots where she's talking about missing out on color. And it was making me laugh so hard.
And I've yet to see her wear color either. Like, because I'm a colorful person, and so far nothing that Gypsy's worn is something I have in my closet. Like, you know, I haven't seen her be like, oh my God, I just want yellow. I want pink. I want rainbows. Like, and not to say that, I mean, she probably hasn't got to go shopping and really experience things yet. She doesn't seem like she's a colorful person.
It's a very beige house that they're staying in, that's for sure.
Yeah, which I guess
So
makes sense because it's an Airbnb and most hotels are not like in your
yeah, but
face.
it was making me laugh, her being like, "Oh my god, so colorful." So I was picturing like a 90s Christmas, you know, with like all
Yeah,
the bright colors. No.
no,
No.
it's a
Only
very
whites
beige
and
Christmas.
beiges. Very
Yeah,
beige Christmas. But they do their little Christmas together. And then she gets her gift from Ryan, which is Louis Vuitton's.
yeah.
Like, how? So I looked these up, right? So
Okay.
from what it looked like, these are Lady Z's 160, I don't know, millimeter pumps, pearlescent calf leather, black. Guess how much these go for?
A lot, I'm assuming.
$1,345.
That's ridiculous. That's almost a Disney trip, people.
That
Don't do
literally
that.
is, if you go with 3 people, that is your portion of
That is
Disney.
crazy for something to
For
wear on my feet
shoes.
that I can't even wear. I couldn't walk in those.
Like I told you, like my goal in life, my only goal in life is to never wear a pair of high heels ever again. This is my nightmare. This
It's
is
like,
a
thank
Disney
you.
trip that you spent on high heels.
That's all. But I feel like when
Where
I
is she
watched
going to
this,
go in them?
nowhere. But she told Ryan that's all she wanted.
Louis Vuittons.
It was Louis Vuittons. Because I felt like, I don't know, maybe I spaced out, but I thought there was a whole conversation about how she was saying it wrong, but this is all she wanted.
I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. So like when I watched this originally, it was on something other than Disney Plus.
Mhm.
And I swear there was more about these shoes because this seemed like a blurb. And when I watched it originally, I was like, "Oh, this is happening," because she called them Louis Vuittons or something like that, and they were like, "It's Louis," and she was like, "Oh, okay," because she kept saying it wrong, and it's the only thing she asked for Christmas from him, and she knew they were coming, so she acted kind of like a spoiled brat when she got them. She was like, "They better be the right ones," and I feel like they cut all this, and maybe I'm just from a different dimension, but I'll see if I can.
You're
find
either
the
from a
footage.
different dimension or like I know there's stuff because like when we went on to Disney the year before, we were watching what season was that? Season 7 of
Yeah,
Pounders together in the hotel room, and there was like the More to Love TLC thing, and so there's a clip that some chili powder and I
thank you.
watched, where it was literally Brian, right? Is that his name, Brian? Sorry, there's so
Brian.
many white guy names I have
Oh
to
yeah,
know.
Brian from Amy.
Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah, saying like Amy going through the list of things that need to be done in her house, like in his house to make it
yeah,
safe for the boys. And then Brian saying, okay, well, you're going to have to pay for that. And that wasn't in the episode. It was in the More to Love episode that came on like
yeah.
right before the next episode. So why are they, and then like I know that there's stuff in like Sister Wives that like Australia gets a different cut than we get.
That's
And it's just
insane. I don't love that.
yeah, they get like more like scenes and stuff. And I'm just like, wait, give us all of it. Give us like
Yeah,
a raw 2-hour episode every week just to watch.
yeah. I'll just
I'd
watch
be
it
good with
without
that.
the random editing of Cabbage Patch dolls stuck through fences. I can do that. I don't
Dude,
care.
there was okay, in Pounders this week, there is a cat licking its balls.
I missed
So
that.
I mean Kentucky for y'all, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But no, there's literally an entire B-roll shot of a cat licking itself.
Okay, that's fun.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah. It was
No, but
lovely. I thought it was beautiful.
it's like thank you for that.
Thank you for that. And then like a used sink on the side of the road.
I
Yep.
have a fan theory about it when we get to Pounders. I have a fan theory that I think whoever records these was in a relationship with someone in Kentucky and fell in love with like Kentucky and the environment and the people. And then they broke up between this season and that season and is like, you know what sucks, Kentucky? And just started
Yeah.
like, this is what I think
You know
of
what?
you.
You know what?
No
I
more
hate
sunsets.
Kentucky. Yeah.
No more sunsets for you.
But then her dad gets her like, I guess it's a necklace, but like with like the longest fucking poem I've ever heard. It's not even a poem.
No, I think it was in the box. Does the necklace say all that? Because that's way too much.
It's way too long. Like honestly, how long this goes on felt like she was making it up.
Well, and
Because she
I
just
thought
keeps reading for a really long time in a very small box.
Well, and I thought at first it was something he wrote because when Christy was like, "Well, you need to read it out loud," and she started reading it, I was like, "Oh, that's really sweet. It's a note from her dad." And then the more she read it, I was like, no, this is a Hallmark card that
Yeah.
we bought. Which, not to say that those
It
aren't
wasn't
beautiful and
something he
lovely.
feels. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would much rather have, hey, I'm sorry I missed the first 20 years of your life, but I promise to be there for the next 20 or 30 or 40 or however long I get to be your dad. Like, something that's a little more intimate. This is very...
It was very hallmarky. It was basically, I'll tell you, I wrote it down. It said, "Never forget that I love you forever and always. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Always keep me in your heart, for you are always in mine. Nothing and no one, not even time, will ever change that. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem," which is kind of rude, "smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. I can't promise to be here the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you the rest of mine," is what it said. So it's very sweet.
It's very
But
sweet.
it's definitely, he didn't write that.
Also, just random side note, people never get gifts like this for people, because this is when you die before Christmas and they hold on to this package forever. Because nobody in any movie, when they've held on to a gift, opens a random Barbie doll that's like, oh, that is the mermaid Barbie I wanted for Christmas. It's always something
Yeah.
like this that you open, that you've been
Like in a
saving
movie,
for years. Yeah, in a movie.
Yeah.
Never. That's why I don't give sentimental gifts, because it doesn't work. Because if you do it, you're not going to make it to Christmas. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
I'm still alive and I've made it to all these Christmases.
Chili P is going through some stuff today, I think.
I am. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just saying, like, no, but think of every movie you open something that's like, I love you so much. Or they can't even think of something really great, so they just put a light bulb in it. So when whoever opens a gift, it's a light bulb that makes somebody start immediately crying because it's a picture.
Okay, yeah, this has nothing to do with it, but there's this part of I think he's talking to Mary, Cody Brown. Mary says something about like, "Do you love me?" or something like that, and then all Cody says is Sister Wives. If I didn't say that, he says like, "Do I love you? There are no words. I have no words."
It's like, oh, so that's a no.
And it's just
no.
like, you can't even come up with any platitudes to tell me whether or not you love me.
It's like, I think you're a great mom. I'm glad we had a child to get.
He does not think that Mary's a great mom.
Would you stop stepping on stuff on the desk?
No,
yeah.
Your kids are crazy.
I don't know. She's just all
They're
over.
crazy at your house. They were angels at my house. I recorded 2 episodes while they were here and they were fine.
You recorded
Actually,
with
4.
me too. Yeah, 4.
Okay, so 4 episodes while they were here and I had no issues.
Good for you.
So.
Good for y'all. Go
and
back
they were
to
right behind me. Phoebe and Din were out in here the whole time.
Well, I have Din.
So.
I haven't had anyone else but Din though, so that's something at least.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I know my children. My children.
They were great though. You have great kids. But basically after all, and like it just seemed like it wasn't real because the box isn't that big for how long we read. And then they never showed what it was, which was weird.
I'm assuming it was a necklace because
I
she
think
has
it's the necklace she wears at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I do too.
But like she was just reading in like a box.
But she's also wearing a necklace in the next scene in this car. She's like, this necklace looks so good with this sweater.
And then Ryan goes, I wish it had my name on it. And it's like,
yeah, I don't get that. If you want your
don't.
name on something, then get me something with your name on it.
No,
and
fuck off.
And also, you spent $1,400 on a pair of shoes that she's never going to wear. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it. No, I don't get it.
But then Mia basically, I like that she said this because she's like, it's really sweet. And then she talks about how like, I've always been a daddy's girl and I've always had my dad. And she basically says like, it's hard having Gypsy come in, but I've had my dad to myself for 22 years and I know we're good. So I want Gypsy to have that too. And I think that that's so mature and understanding. Mature, she's a very sweet person. It seems she like is. Very kind and giving. I did like that because I don't know that I would be this, like, I think that I could be this rational. But also, I feel like I tend to be kind of irrational emotionally. So.
I feel like I'm a very territorial person. So I feel like this is not something I would say. I don't think I would say this. I'd be like, well, it's my dad too. So it sucks to be you.
One of the weirdest experiences I've ever had is when you brought those random fucking people who now are parents hanging out with. And I was over at the house while they were there. But the way they were treating me was like I was the new person in my
Yeah.
childhood home with my parents, and like they needed to like it was weird. And I flat out told mom after that, I was like, I never want to be ever here while they're here ever again. And I never have.
Yeah.
So
Well, now they're not
so
together, so you'll never see them
now they're
together.
not together.
Yeah.
But mom and dad always make sure that or mom at least make sure that they're not present while I'm present. So which
The
is
weird thing
easy
is,
because it's not like it comes up a lot, but still.
because we haven't been present with them either, like in a long time, like before all this, they broke up and all that either. Because it was like, this is weird. Like these are
Yeah,
my
even
parents.
Jacob thought it was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, cumin.
Yeah.
Whatever his fake name is this week.
Yeah. Stupid face.
Always.
Always.
But
But no.
basically the next day
I love Mia. She's great.
I do too. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
But the next day Gypsy, like everyone's leaving, and then Gypsy's like, Ryan and I have been fucking nonstop.
Yeah.
Ew.
And she talks about how she told you to be quiet. And
yeah.
it's like, okay.
Ew. And then like the producer's like, while your family's in the house, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's disgusting. Like I get that they're technically newlyweds, so I get it, but also like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I do get it.
I do.
Gross.
Like, I get it, but also, why feel the need to say that?
I don't know.
Because
Just
unless
leave it
somebody,
ambiguous.
yeah,
don't
unless
know.
somebody asks, or I just don't understand. I don't understand.
It could also be the way that we were raised and stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't ever tell anyone anything.
I mean,
I
if
don't
you
know.
asked me like, why are you late for breakfast, and I was in a mood, I might be like, well, because I'm a newlywed, so.
Ew.
But
see, I don't ever want to hear it, because like anytime someone's gross with me, I'll just give you an even grosser.
yeah, exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
Because it's like, oh, well, I was getting fucked. And I'm like, oh, in the ass, like I like it or no? Like, what do you do? What do you do with
It's
the
like,
balls?
oh my God,
because
same.
Kyle likes this. You know what I mean? Like,
But
what
I mean,
the hell?
But it's just weird because she just offers it. It's like,
Yeah, she's
okay.
just like, no, I've been getting plowed nonstop. And Ryan is a screecher. So I just tell him, stop screeching. And then Rod's like, I have to get the fuck out of this house.
Which I don't blame him for being like, that's it, we're leaving, we're done.
Yeah.
It's one thing to
And he
know,
leaves.
like, know that your children have a healthy sexual sex life. It's another thing to be and share a room with it. It's like, no, I'm good, thank you.
I don't feel like you should know. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of prudish when it comes to that stuff. It's probably being raised so religiously. I don't know. But I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it from anyone else's perspective. I don't want anyone to know about my sex life. Just who cares? Who needs to know? No.
Whoever asks, but I don't have any filters and I don't care. So
I don't tell people those things unless they try to gross me out, and then I'll outgross them out, and I'll just make up stuff. So
that
because
works.
like, yeah, because what am I gonna do? If you're gonna gross me out, then I will just start offering information that is more disgusting.
I don't necessarily think sex is disgusting.
No, I don't think it is either. I don't want to hear about anyone else's sex life.
Oh,
ever.
Okay. I don't care.
I don't ever like. It's like all the like celebrities I find hot, right? I never actually picture fucking those people. I just like the way they look, or I like I'm more into people who are in committed, happy relationships, not because I want to like have anything to do with that man, but I guess I find that man more attractive if a woman trusts him. Does that make sense? I guess it makes him feel like a safer person. That's why I hate Hugh Jackman now. Because
that's what I was about to say, like Hugh Jackman.
Fuck that guy.
Done.
I used to love Hugh Jackman, and then he left his wife, and I'm like, fuck you.
I can't stand Hugh Jackman. Like, and now like when movies come out, I'm like, well, I'm not seeing that.
I know, me too. I'm like, nope, not doing it. Don't like him. Can't stand the guy.
And I hope Deb finds a great, like, moves on and has a great life, but I can't do that, especially since he's been doing it apparently for years. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's like Chris Hemsworth is with, I don't remember her name, but she's in Fast and Furious. I think her name's Elena something. But they've been together for a really long time, and if they ever get divorced,
That's
then
it.
he loses so many points on attraction for me. The same with like Pierce Brosnan.
I
I
was about to say, yeah,
love Pierce Brosnan
Yeah.
because his wife is gorgeous, and I love how
She's so
deeply
pretty.
they love each other.
Yeah.
And if they ever are no longer together, then fuck that guy.
Yeah. It's like, and I'm done. I'm
And
done.
it's not because I want to like get in there or any of that stuff. It's just because I think that means, for me at least, that that's a safe person, most
Yeah.
likely. You know, like if a strong woman likes you, then I'm more likely to be like, oh, okay, well, then I guess I could leave my drink unattended around you, most likely.
Yeah. Instead of being like, oh, what are you putting in there? But yeah,
Exactly.
I don't mind the sex talk. It's just, it seems like that's all she has to talk about. And I'm like, what?
It's
Because
gross.
even in the car later, they don't seem like they're having conversations. Like, I have never taken a car trip and it been silence.
Dude,
Ever.
I mean, like, our family never stops talking.
That's true.
Our family never stops talking. There's never silences in our family. Kyle's family, though, they like being in the car with them is mostly no one talking, and
I
it
couldn't do
drives
it.
me insane because I feel like I need to fill emptiness with noises.
Yeah.
So, and being
Yeah.
in silence, I don't like it at all.
I'm with you. I don't like quiet, and I don't trust quiet
Mm-mm.
people. It's just something.
So then I say the
about it.
most off the wall shit because I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I'm just trying to get conversation started. And also, I have severe social anxiety. It's just not a good situation. So
No,
I
I
just
don't.
have to bring headphones now and play
Be
on
like,
my phone.
I'm gonna listen to my own stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I mean, that's just what I have to do now. Cause I can't stand the quiet. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's awkward.
It's weird. It is awkward. But they basically leave. And so she and Ryan are headed back to Louisiana. And then Ryan immediately is all like, oh, we're being followed again. And I'm like, calm down. Literally calm down.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're going to be followed. So I don't know why you care so much. I don't know.
Well,
And also, you are being followed by a camera crew, too.
Yeah, you married a famous person who murdered somebody. So.
Yeah. Right. And then Gypsy calls the PO to tell him that she's headed out of Louisiana. And she's like, well, I just want to make sure I'm like over communicating now since we had problems, which makes sense to me.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I'm going to over communicate. And then I did like, they stop off to get some food. And then McDonald's asked them to pull forward. And Ryan's like, no, I'm not pulling forward because that guy's taking photos of us and I'm not going to give him a better shot. And then that lady's like, oh, okay, sure. But
she's like, okay, well, then I guess wait here.
Yeah. And then I thought Gypsy handled it well because he's like, this is Gypsy Rose. And then that lady was like, oh my God.
I didn't really like this part because I felt like he was almost bragging about the fact that, well, do you know who that is? That's Gypsy Rose. You know, the one who murdered her mom and went to jail. Like, this is her. I was in there yesterday. Yeah. Like, it seemed very showy, which I do appreciate him being willing to be kind of an ass and be like, I'm not moving forward. Like, I know that it's for your drive-through times and the car behind us food is ready, but I'm not going to make that guy's job easier to take pictures of my wife. So
yeah,
I'm just not going to do it.
He tells her not to eat her fries in front of the paparazzi.
Which I'm just wondering if it's like, is that because it looks sexual or was he just like,
or just because they're bad photos? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, just
maybe
wait.
He's like, don't eat in front of them, and it's like, why? Who cares?
Well, I don't know because honestly, part of me wonders how much of this is. Which I'm not saying that Ryan did this, but how much of this is, oh, we're being followed? Did you guys tip them off for pictures for TMZ? You know, like Amber Heard did that a couple of times when she was married to Johnny Depp with the whole, like, you know, she called TMZ and all that. So did Ryan or Gypsy call like whoever this is that's following him was like, hey, we're going to stop.
Maybe because it's interesting that TMZ was immediately like, oh, she's not going to the game anymore. Her parole officer's making her go to Louisiana. And she's like, how do you have that much information? That's a lot of information.
They were there at the shoe store, like all this information. Somebody on the inside is selling information because there's no way you would just be like following a random. I mean, I don't know. I think somebody inside, I'm not saying necessarily Ryan, but I think it probably was Ryan or Gypsy, was alerting people that what was happening because this just seems very like, oh, don't eat, and then as soon as I get out of Missouri they leave and I'm like, okay, fake news.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that they probably were tipping them off because this is what she's going to make money on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she needs the hype to be there. But then Gypsy tells Ryan that Christy told her that KU texted who's Ken and asked like about Gypsy getting out of prison. And so basically then we get like that Ken is her ex-fiance. They started dating in 2017 and
Yeah.
they dated for 2 years and then they were engaged and then right before they got married he broke up with her and she was absolutely devastated. So
Yeah.
there you go. And then Ryan basically, I thought that this was a valid question because Ryan says, like, does Christy have any respect for our marriage? And then Gypsy's like, of course she does. And he's like, well, then why would she tell you that?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And I'm going to be honest, this is when my switch to Ryan's side starts happening because I'm like, why would you? First off, why is your ex boyfriend texting my mom? Because I would be upset if my ex husband was texting my parents.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
It would be 100% like, Mom, you need to make a choice right now. You have a relationship with me or the man that I paid money to get out of my life. Those are your options. Yeah. We're not playing this. But the fact that the door is still open for an ex to text the woman that Gypsy calls her mom, no, I don't like that. First off, I think that's weird. And then I agree with Ryan with like, why is your mom disrespecting? Like, does Christy respect our marriage or not? It's like, well, yeah, of course she does. It's like, then why would she tell you that? Why would she tell you that and not all of us at breakfast? You know,
especially since Christy, I mean, obviously she did it because she knows Gypsy still has feelings for that guy.
Yeah.
So that's why she told her.
But then why be so excited about her sleeping with Ryan? Why not be like, oh, well, I thought you were waiting for Ken?
I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
It's weird to me because I agree with Ryan. This is disrespectful. If it was done just as a haha, what an idiot, like he texted me to see where you were, then you would say it at the breakfast table in front of everybody. You'd be like,
oh my, to the side.
Yeah,
like, oh, by the way, Ken
texted to check on you. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, to me that just seems
weird. This is shady.
This is the start of the reason why I don't like Gypsy or Christy.
Gypsy still doesn't piss me off. Christy, I do think that's a weird thing for Christy to do. But basically, the rest of the drive goes by pretty uneventfully. Yeah. And then they're in their apartment in Lake Charles, Louisiana. First day at home is the 30th of December, 2023.
Yeah.
So then Gypsy's trying to get Alexa. I don't want to say her name. The Amazon device.
Oh.
Yeah, so she won't talk to me. She's trying to get the Amazon device to play Shake It Off. And then the Amazon device is like, well, you have to have a payment method. And it's like, girl, why don't you have a Spotify? Just hook your Spotify up. Like, I just have to have her, and she just plays my Spotify. You don't have to have money.
She's on her phone again. Like, this girl is always on her phone.
She is. It's phones are a problem. Phones are a real problem. But they're basically just setting their house up together, and she's like, I mean, I think our marriage is transitioning beautifully. And it's like, bitch, it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
You've been married for 2 days. Yeah, of course it is. I would hope so. Yeah. And then we find out that Ryan has been buying her lingerie, a bunch of lingerie the whole time she's been in prison, which is in my mind disgusting. I don't know, like, isn't that weird?
Yeah,
she doesn't live here,
so like I can speak to that to an extent because my ex used to do stuff like that where it was like, here's all the lingerie I want you to wear. It just means that, and I'm not saying that this is what Ryan's saying, but for me it was because my ex-husband saw me as basically a sex object, and that was it, as opposed to a person. And I'm not saying that you can't have a lot of lingerie. I'm definitely not saying that. I think lingerie is great. It makes you feel sexy. If it makes you feel sexy, do it. But for a man to just collect lingerie so he can get laid seems weird.
For his incarcerated girlfriend/wife, who could have potentially been, like, if parole had been denied, she would have been in there for another year and a half, another 18 months. So why let this take up one of your drawers?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Because she's pulling stuff out, and it's like, I didn't get the impression that she'd picked it out. Like, she was like, oh no, he showed me a picture, and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. I would love to wear that. But also, you don't know what size you are because
No,
nothing
'cause
fit
she
when you
held
got out
one
of
of those
prison.
up, and I was like, I don't know if your boobs are gonna fit in that girl.
Yeah, so
Like,
I don't.
I
Which I
don't think
mean,
there's any way.
I don't know. Maybe she was smaller. I mean, she said she
What
was
is
smaller when she went to prison. So
is that your chair? What is that?
the squishy sound, it's
Yeah.
tape. It's tape.
Why is it tape?
Oh, it's because Carl is getting my Poshmark ready to sell.
Oh, okay. Because I keep hearing something and I
Yeah,
keep taking off my headphone thinking that it's coming from my house because
I
it's
didn't
like
realize
far
it was
enough
that loud.
away that I'm like, what is that? And then I was like, what is popping in my house?
Nope, it's
Okay.
me.
It's tape.
Sorry.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
Carl. Okay.
it's
That's
Carl.
fine.
Yeah,
And then she basically talks about how a big part of womanhood is learning to be confident. I agree with you.
100%.
And that she says that she's insecure because of all of her scarring. Um, Makes
Which is
sense.
also I, and maybe it's coming up in the next episode, but at some point, and maybe that was in the prison confessions, she wrote a map of all her scars and she shows it to all of us. That she sent it to Ryan to be like, hey, this is what my body, these are where all my scars are you okay with that? So like I said, I
Aw.
swear I'm from a different reality, but I
Maybe it was in
agree.
prison
Maybe it was in prison
confessions.
confessions, yeah. But I 100% agree with her. Like, you need to be confident in who you are. You need to find your sexual like power. Like, she needs to do
Yeah.
all that. Like 100%. And
100%.
I
Yeah.
have no issue with any of that what she's doing. I don't know. I wish she would take more time to find who she was
Just
without a
Gypsy.
partner.
Who's Gypsy with just Gypsy? You
Yeah,
know,
and
like
now she'll
without your mother, without prison, without another, like without your dad, without your husband. Like
yeah.
who's Gypsy? Who
I
is
I
that?
I wish she would have done that. I mean, heck, take time to get a job at McDonald's working part-time so you know what the real world's like. But
Yeah,
she
agreed.
didn't do that. Spoiler, she doesn't do that because she bounces from man to man and now she's a parent. So she will never have time, at least in the next couple of decades, to be an
Right.
independent, this is who I am without being your partner or your mom. Like, that
Yeah.
won't happen. And that bothers me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me for her because I think she
Yeah.
bought into that. This is what you do. And it's like, but you don't, you need time. You need time. Like, I'm just
Agreed.
saying. Yeah.
I do think she needs time. Then she talks about how like in prison she experimented with women.
Yeah.
But there were rules against masturbation in prison, which I think makes sense, but also I don't think they make sense. They make sense in the sense of like jerking off to like absurd, like, you know, I don't know, have dominance over someone, or like if you were doing it in a way that is sexually assaulting another person because you're
Well, yeah.
forcing them to watch, kind of a thing, sure. But I mean, I don't know. Why can't there be like a private like jerk off room where only one person goes in?
Well,
I don't
and
know.
there's no way that they can stop you, I guess.
They
Like, I
say
mean,
it adds time. I looked it up and it says that if you get caught, it adds time to your
that's
sentence.
crazy to me. But also,
Yeah.
it's like, but if I'm taking a poop and decide instead to masturbate and I'm good enough to
Ugh.
get off, well, I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, there's doors.
While you're pooping?
Well, you don't have to really be pooping if you just say you're
Oh,
pooping.
okay. Because that I wouldn't do that.
But I'm
Chili
just saying,
pea,
like,
I wouldn't do that.
but I'm just saying there is times where you would be alone and semi-private.
Oh yeah, they
to
can't
just
control it. But from what I was reading about it, it was mostly talking about male prisons, and them using it as like a, I don't know, a scare tactic against each other, or forcing someone else to watch you do it. Which
Weird.
100% don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't.
that's
Your
weird.
kids are going crazy, and it's not your car, y'all. It is Chili
No.
P's house. Her house is going wild.
Jody's here now,
Oh my god.
and she's the
Of
worst.
course, it's Jody. Anyway, I get it, but also I feel like if you could figure out how to make it work in a safe environment, maybe having like areas where people could jerk off in private could really make it a chiller prison.
Well, yeah, like I don't know.
I think it'd help on some like levels,
Yeah,
but
but
I get
also,
it.
yeah, but she's like, so I've never masturbated, and I'm not a sexual being. I've never really desired sex. So,
Right.
sorry, that
Bless
wasn't
you.
your car either. That was me.
Bless
Your car didn't just sneeze. But no, I
Uh,
think that she has, apparently she did have some time to explore. She's like, what do I like? What do I not like? I don't even know. And it's like, well, I'm glad that hopefully Ryan is letting you explore that and figure it out. So,
yeah. Yeah. I feel like he probably is. They've definitely calmed down a little bit, but um her dad and Christy come over to hang out for New Year's Eve. And then after the boys go out to like barbecue, I guess, I don't know.
yeah,
Gypsy tells Christy about like a time that they came to her like wheelchair race where Dee
yeah,
Dee told Gypsy afterward that Rod was making fun of her the whole time. And Dee Dee
yeah,
was like, see, this is why I never invite them, which is really sad. Because
yeah.
Christy's like, well, no, that never happened. But then Chrissy also says that's what she would say about you. And I'm like, wait, did you say it? Like,
See,
did you
yeah,
say it? Because now you're throwing Dee Dee a dead person, which I mean is a horrible person, 100%. But now you're saying, no, she was saying it about you. So does that mean you were around while this
yeah.
was, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
and who
I don't know.
would keep a child with somebody who is their primary caregiver who's calling them stuff like that?
I don't think that they had the energy to deal with Dee Dee. I think that that's why they stayed out of it,
But
honestly.
I just feel like, wouldn't you put it like in a journal, like, oh, we went to Gypsy's races and Dee Dee said that, you know what I mean? Like he used to do for some foster kids, like her parent
Yeah.
called her this and this is a problem. So if it ever came up, he'd be like, I've documented things that she's done that are questionable for
Yeah.
years. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
That
I
would have
just,
made more sense. It felt weirdly weird when she was like, no, that never happened. Dee Dee said it. And it was like,
yeah.
wait, did you say it? Did
Yeah, because
someone
that's what I'm
say
thinking. I
it?
was like,
I don't
somebody
know.
said it. Somebody
Someone said
said
that.
that. Yeah, for sure. And I don't think maybe it was as extreme as what Dee Dee was saying, but it definitely, I got the impression it's like, oh no, one of you definitely said something that was like off color, like definitely off
Yeah,
the cuff, like
I
not
that's the
right.
vibe I got too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just seemed like yeah, it has happened,
Yeah,
but
because
I
what,
didn't know she told you that.
yeah, or just be like, you know what, we may have said that, like your dad may have said that, but he didn't, like, yeah, he
Do it
said
to
it.
her like in a hurting like if like because it started out like they were making fun of you racing or something like that, which could just be like normal like family
Yeah.
teasing kind of a thing
Yeah.
and not meant to harm, but maybe it was twisted by Dee Dee into look at what he said about you, which is
Yeah.
not how he meant it.
Yeah,
They
which
were just
she should have said that. But
right.
it was weird that we
But
went from that never happened, she said it. It's like, okay, so it did happen.
yeah, and now I'm really thinking y'all said it.
Yeah.
So, or you were all like laughing together, which would kind of make sense because like the wheelchair races or whatever is supposed to be a jovial,
Yeah.
fun event. So it makes sense to be like laughing and not like laughing at the kids, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it being jovial, like, oh, look at her or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think
I
she's
don't
gonna
know.
win. She's not, her arms are so skinny. Like,
Right.
I don't know why we signed her up for
Yeah.
this. Like,
I don't know.
it felt very awkward and it makes me, I don't trust Christy. Like, I really don't. So it's like, that's because I got the same impression that you did. It was just like, why did we go from that didn't happen to now it did happen, but we didn't say it. It's very,
Right. I thought that was weird.
yeah.
But basically the whole rest of the night, Gypsy gets dressed up super fancy. I thought she looked great. I thought she looked beautiful.
She looked
Um
gorgeous. She looked
she
so
really
good.
did. And then she says that she never really thought she'd ever look this pretty, which made me sad. But
It makes me very
um
sad. She does look. She
but
does.
she does.
That color looks really good on her. Her makeup looks
Yeah.
really good, which I don't think you need makeup to be beautiful or clothes for that matter. But it was nice to see her confident in herself.
Agreed. Like her dad and Ryan obviously think she's beautiful. And then her dad tells her that he's like proud of her and proud for her marriage or whatever, happy for her. And then they just kind of there's like one moment where Rod and her are dancing, which I thought was really sweet.
It was
Um,
very sweet. Yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty much the night. Oh my God, your child.
I
Anyway,
know.
so then Gypsy it's like the next day or a couple days later, but Gypsy's cooking because she says that Dee Dee was a good cook and Ryan's a good cook, and she doesn't want to feel dependent on Ryan. So she's like trying to learn how to cook. And right now she can only do like what brand is that?
Knorr.
Core?
KNORR.
KORRR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knorr?
Which,
Nor?
by the way, They have a great teriyaki noodles. It's so good. It is my favorite. And they were hard to find, but now I think we can find them everywhere. But we call them teriyaki nudes. They are so
Oh
good.
my God.
I know she's a little
Your
all over the
children.
place today. Jody's old, people.
She is very old. She's a very old girl with a lot of trauma, so it is what it is.
She just does what she does. She be doing it.
But I did like that she was like, I don't want to feel dependent on Ryan. Like
Yeah.
I don't want that. So I'm trying to learn how to cook. And this is what I can do right now. So, and I think that's good because that's pretty much what I can do.
Yeah. She's trying.
But then
She's clearly trying, which is all that matters.
She is trying. And then he comes back home with the groceries and she makes him rack coffee, which is like makes him a rack, which is coffee, soda, juice, and crushed up Jolly Ranchers.
Which I'm not gonna lie, does sound disgusting, but I don't like coffee.
Right, because that's what she says. She's like, you probably won't like it because it has coffee in it. I mean, I would try it, obviously, but he hates it, and she's very happy with her rack.
Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I would have tried this either because it doesn't sound like something I'd like, but... And Basil can attest to this. We have made prison food before because I used to be obsessed. Oh my gosh,
what was that one called?
It's called Spread.
Spread is so freaking good.
It's so good. It is so good. And then we also made the one with Flamin' Hot Cheetos, the enchiladas.
Delicious.
Yeah, they are so good. They are so
They're
weird.
Very like what is the word?
Carb heavy.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're very ingenious ways to use Cheetos and ramen noodles. It's very interesting. And they look disgusting because they all have pickles in them, and you don't think you need the pickles, but you do need the pickles. And they are so good.
They're really good.
It is one of my it is a guilty pleasure because now I can make it like with a small bag of Cheetos. They are so good. So this thing, I have no doubt is good because when you have all day to figure out how to make something, it's probably going to be good. It's just not my cup of tea. But I did not like Ryan being like poo-pooing all over this. Like, oh, that's disgusting. Why would I drink that? It's like, that's also an expensive drink because you have to get juice, Jolly Ranchers, and
There's
coffee.
A lot of things you have to get. Yeah.
That's a lot of commissary. Like, Spread is a more common thing, at least in prison, because everybody contributes something different because it has a lot of ingredients. So most people just are like, well, I've got this. But that's an individual drink. That's an expensive prison drink. So I did not like Ryan being like, that's disgusting. That's so gross.
Also, it's not really nice saying it's disgusting when it's what she's had for 8 years. You know, like...
Yeah. Just...
I don't know.
Just be like, hey, you know what? I don't like coffee, so I'll try a sip of it. But
it's all you, babe. Yeah.
But I don't like coffee. So I'm going to take a sip of yours, and then you have the rest. And if you like it, then that's all that matters. But I didn't like him being like, oh my God, you're so gross. It's like, prison food is not bad. Like,
yeah, I mean, I like it personally.
Yeah, at least what I've had.
At least what I've had so far, I've liked. But the next scene is like she wants a dog, and she does say that she wants a dog because she's never been alone before, and so she feels like she doesn't want to be alone in the house while Ryan goes back to work because she literally went from her mom's house to prison. So, and I get that she wants company. I do understand that. I would get a cat personally, but that's just me.
I would.
She might be allergic. I don't know. But he says he wants a Malshi. I don't even know what a Malshi is.
I don't know. It's some kind of combo dog. It looks like a Maltese.
Oh, it's one of those little white dogs.
Yeah, like a Maltese or something.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those litter. It's a Maltese and a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
They weigh like 6 pounds and they live 12 to 15 years. It's one of those dogs with the white crusties around their face.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So one of those little dogs. So he wants one of those. They seem pretty flirtatious with each other because at one point he makes a joke about like, oh my God, you're violent. She's like, don't say I'm violent. I will have someone murder you.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing and flirting.
I will get a boyfriend to murder you like I did my mom.
I will get someone to kill you. Don't fuck
And
with
she's
me.
like, take it back. And he's like, I take it back.
But they were doing it they were clearly joking.
Yeah.
It was pretty flirtatious, but then like they're already on a love seat together, right?
Yeah.
And he was looking at his phone. She's looking at her phone while they're talking about whether or not they want a dog. He doesn't want one right now. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because he's like, you have to take it out. We have a small apartment. Like,
Yeah, he should just be saying no if that's what he wants. But then he like puts his phone up and then just like envelops her
Yeah.
on the love seat. And she literally just like tells him, she's like, you're hovering.
Yeah.
And then he acts really pissy when she said that. Like he immediately like gets up like with an attitude in my mind to walk away. And then after he walks away, he comes back in and he's like, which I was like, you go girl. I mean, advocate for your
You
space, your
should. You should be
bubble.
like, hey, I don't want you this close to me right now.
Yeah, back up. And she said it in a really nice way. She just said, you're hovering.
Yeah.
She didn't say like, oh my God, get the fuck off me. She just said, you're hovering. And then he left. But he didn't seem like he wanted to. And I didn't like his sass. So anyway, and then Ryan comes back out and he's like, well, what do you want to name your puppy? And she's like, we haven't even picked like a dog out yet. How would I name it? And then this is where I fucking hate him because he says, well, I think we should name it Hormonal.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah. I don't.
Just because she doesn't want you all over her means that she's hormonal. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, and was he talking? Okay, so maybe that's where I missed it. Was he talking about the fact that she told him to get off of her?
I think so. I think he was saying
Okay.
that she was being snippy. And so clearly she's on her period.
That
And
makes
not
more
because
sense.
you are a 400-pound man all over her little bitty body. Get the
'Cause
fuck off me.
I thought he was saying it just because she wanted the dog. I was like, she's hormonal because she wants a dog. Like, is he talking about her biological clock? That makes more sense actually. So, yeah, that's kind of shitty.
I think he was saying that
shut
she
up.
was sassy. And then she's like, I'm not hormonal. I'm a woman. And he was like, well, then we should name it Woman. And it's like, fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I hate that.
I don't know why
I hate
he's
that.
poking her, but I do. I hate when you're trying to have a conversation and someone won't get off their phone. And she is yet this whole time that they're having this conversation about the dog and you're hovering, and now it's this hormone thing for her to get off her phone. But I also feel like
Every time they showed her screen, though, she was looking at dog websites. So she's
that-
still looking at dogs.
because I feel like he needs to be like, can we talk about this? Like, I don't want a dog.
But he's
And
not
it's
saying that.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's-
he's not saying that. He's just immediately like, you're hormonal. And it's
Yeah.
just like, no, sir. And I thought she handled it really well because she didn't immediately kill him.
That's
So,
true. She didn't immediately try to find a
I
boyfriend.
was proud of her for that. But then he immediately starts lecturing her about all the things a dog needs. He's like, well, you're going to have to walk it. You're going to have to take it potty. It's going to need food. You're going to have to pet it and play with it. And she's just like, I've had a dog before. I'm not a fucking idiot. And then she walks away.
Yeah.
And I thought she did the right thing personally because
Yeah.
she removed herself from the situation so it didn't turn into a big fight. But she also made him know, like, hey, you shouldn't have said that. Because he like comes out and he's like, I didn't call you an idiot. And she's like, the stuff you're telling me is shit you tell a child, which
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Like that's how you tell a 7-year-old what all a dog needs. It's not how you tell a 35-year-old woman what a
Yeah,
dog
because
needs.
I feel like it would be a lot. It makes more sense to be like, look, if we get a dog, we have to pay a pet deposit. There's more cleaning. The dog cannot poop in this apartment. Like,
Yeah.
it will be. I'm not saying that you can't take care of a dog, but you
and
have
it's
to
going to be
understand
all on you because I'll
Yeah.
be at work. You know,
this dog
like,
cannot have an accident in this apartment. You will have to take it out almost every other hour because we cannot afford for this to get kicked out of this apartment. Because Ryan was living with his mom before he got with Gypsy. So if it's a money thing, then he needs to be saying that. And if it's just, I don't want a dog, he needs to be saying that. I don't.
Malshies pee 3 to 5 times a day.
Oh my God. This is why cats are easier.
Oh my gosh, when they're puppies, it's every 30 minutes to 2 hours. And then when they're 3 to 6 months, every 2 to 3 hours. And then when they're older, like 6 months to a year, 3 to 4 hours. And then when they're adults, you can do 4 to 6.
That's insane.
Oh my God. That's so much if you're having to leave an apartment
This
to go
is
pee.
this is why I don't have a dog. This is
Yeah,
why.
that's too much effort.
This is why.
Yeah.
I'll scoop my cat box multiple times a day if I have to, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's-
But I get where she was coming from. Like, you don't need to lecture because she's like, I've had dogs.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I'm all for getting you a dog. And it's like, but you're not. So
No.
don't just say that. Like, he's clearly trying to smooth it out, but in like the most, I don't know, like flowery
laziest way?
kind of, well,
Yeah.
but like in love bombing kind of way in my mind. Where
Well, yeah,
like,
because-
no, you said something fucked up, but now all of a sudden you're all for it, you know?
I'll get you a dog. It's very, to me, this is like Love Bombing, you're right, very abuse heavy, where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want a dog, I don't want a dog. Okay, yeah, I got you a dog, and now you're still not happy. I don't know
Mhm.
why. And I understand because later on he says, well, I can't say anything to her because she says that I'm like her mom. But I feel like he's afraid of telling her no. But that's part of marriage, is being like, look, I disagree with you about this. And not
Right.
no like as in I'm the authority, but we need to come up with a compromise because
Right.
that's not happening. Like
Agreed.
I don't know why they're both still in a honeymoon stage, and neither one of them, other than Gypsy, seems like is willing to start a fight. And
I
fighting is a standard thing
I,
sometimes.
I yeah, I thought that she did the right thing by being like, "Hey, that's fucked up. Don't say
Yeah,
that to me," and walking away. I thought she did the right thing because she didn't explode on him. She didn't yell at him. She was just like, that was fucked up. And then when he goes to follow her outside, she's basically like, don't treat me like I'm a child. Like, that's how you're talking to me. Like, I don't know
yeah,
what's going on. And then she says, in like her little talking head, she's like, a lot of people think that my lack of experience means that I'm childlike, and I'm not. I'm not stupid, and I don't want to be treated like that. 100%, because it makes sense why people would treat her like that. I
yeah,
mean, and it would make sense why she's annoyed with it. I get
yeah,
that. And I'm glad that she's advocating for herself. And then I don't like that Ryan says it because he's like, well, basically like the thing you just said about if I say something to her, then she tells me that I'm controlling like her mom. But then he says, if I say something a normal husband would say, now I'm controlling. And I'm like, I'm going to need some examples. Like,
yeah,
what do quote unquote normal husbands say that could be construed as controlling?
yeah,
I need examples because in this situation, she never told him he was controlling. He put those words in her mouth. She never said, you're treating me like my mom or anything like that. She just literally was like, hey, don't treat me like a child. And now he's saying that she's calling him controlling, which I didn't hear her say.
which makes me think that
Not
once
once.
again they're cutting stuff and we're not hearing the full fight
Or
because
he's crazy.
I have a feel I like I said, I still think I'm maybe from a different dimension. I thought this fight was longer than this, and it wasn't. But I thought this fight went on for a while because she's outside smoking is what she's doing, which is why she goes outside because that's where she smokes. But it's like I thought this fight was bigger than this, and it didn't seem like it was. And Ryan was very whiny about, well, I can't say anything, but I don't know because I'm just like both of y'all just thought that marriage was going to be fantastic because y'all had been on the phone with each other and never fought. This is reality. Now we're living
Right.
together. And you can't just be like, well, I only have an hour to talk to you, so I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow because life is always great when that's all you have. Like,
Right.
but
Yeah. I think that she handled it well. Personally, I'm still team Gypsy right now. Um, I don't know. I think that she was being really open about what she was mad about and that she doesn't want to be controlled or
yeah,
treated like a child. I didn't hear her accuse him of being controlling in this argument that
yeah,
they put on TV. So he's the villain in my mind in this argument because she didn't call you controlling. She didn't tell you were treating her like her mom. None of that happened. So, and I want examples of what you are saying that quote unquote normal husbands say so that I can make my own judgment on whether or not you're being
it's
controlling.
like, is that normal? I
Yeah.
so I think they need to be honest with each other, and clearly they're not.
I
Because
don't think she's not being honest though. That's what I
no,
don't understand.
I think she is being. I want a dog, but I also think that she's not listening because at some point, and maybe it's because I've been married for so long and you've been married for so long, but if I told Carl I want to go and do this, and he was like, well, but we have money, we have this, we have that. I'd be like, okay, so you're telling me you don't want to do this. So why don't you want to do this? You know what I mean? Like at some point, you're just like, I can read between the lines.
Right. At some point, if Ryan does not want a dog, he should just be like, look, we're not getting a dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
Think of something else.
This is
Like, we can't get a dog in this apartment. 100%. But he's not doing that because he's not comfortable enough with the relationship, in my mind. That, or I don't know, maybe he's worried that she's going to leave. I don't know. But where's
I
she
don't
going to
know.
go?
There's a
She's on
lot of
parole.
like, okay, do you want down now because you're pacing back and forth? There we go. Okay, she's gone. No, because I feel like maybe that's it. Maybe because we've already brought Ken up, that he's just like, well, I don't want that. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Gypsy in this episode. I will say that. I don't like Gypsy coming up. I still don't like Christy because I think Christy is starting to become a villain. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Ryan, I didn't like the fact that Ryan said her parents are coming up to see her for New Year's Eve, but this is my time with my wife. And I understand they want time with her, but I don't want them taking my time. And it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's a weird thing to say.
Like, her parents
you
are
live
part
with
of her
her.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, and her parents don't take anything away from you. So
Yeah.
okay.
Which I think it's one of those things that makes me wonder if Ryan's the one who pushed for marriage, because I still think Gypsy should have not gotten married, clearly, but her and Ryan could have dated while she was in Cut Off, and stay with
Cut
Rod
Off.
and Christy, and they could have dated. Later on, when she starts dating Ken, you can spend like 2 nights away from the primary residence, so she could still spend the night with Ryan. You know, like, everyone should have dated before all this. Like, this is.
I just don't think she was comfortable moving in with her dad. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, she just did not want.
She could have gone to a halfway house. Don't they have those?
Well, but I just don't think. Well, yeah, but she could have just moved in with her dad. But
That's true.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think that I still don't like Ryan. I don't think Gypsy did anything in this episode to make me think that she's manipulative yet. So I'm still team Gypsy, and I just don't like his hormonal comment. I didn't like
that was messed up.
I didn't like the way he behaved in the argument, and then he's like, well, anytime I say anything, then I'm controlling. And it's like, I didn't see her say that though. So are you controlling? That's what I'm getting at. I don't know. That's how I feel. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm excited to see where this goes, honestly.
Yeah. I know we all know where it goes, but it's exciting to watch it implode.
I'm ready to watch it happen. But
yeah.
All right. So, well, we'll see you guys next week. Next week, we're doing season 1, episode 3. Is This My Life? Gypsy Rose comes face to face with her newfound celebrity status. These descriptions are crap.
Yeah. Well, next week, I think is when they go to New York and they do, like, it's basically her just being a celebrity.
Yeah. Well, she's been a celebrity since she got her documentaries, right?
That's true.
I would say.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's newfound, but I guess now it's newfound out of prison. So there's that.
Out of prison.
But all right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Seasoned sisters, they have yet to murder.